Hi, welcome to my channel. Rich can do, so can you. And today I'm going to show you how to install this super cool all steel industrial mailbox that'll make all your neighbors jealous. The tricky part about this mailbox is that it has a steel post, so we're going to have to build some wooden brackets to go around it so we can get it level and in a hole in the ground, and then we're going to fill it with some concrete. So let's get started. Alright, so I went in the garage and I found some scrap plywood here. This is about 5/8 of an inch thick. And we're going to put these on the table saw and we're going to rip them down. Alright, so as you can see here, we've cut down some wood. We've got 2 stakes that we're going to put in the ground. We'll use a sledgehammer or a hammer. And then we cut these long pieces here that are going to attach to the stakes and to the brackets that we have on the middle post. The brackets on the post have to go in 2 separate directions. I cut the wood about 4 inches longer than the actual width of the metal post, so we have room to screw into. Make sure that when you put the clamps on, they're on really tight to keep that metal and wood connected so it doesn't slide around when you're going to put it in the ground. You could also use these kind of clamps if you want, but they kind of had a lot of extra space there on the clamp that I thought would get in the way. Alright, so here's my embarrassing old mailbox. It has mold all over it and a colony of some weird insect creatures living on it. So it's pretty old. It's just going to break right out of the ground. I'm just going to shake it a couple times and boom, there it goes. Alright, so I went to the United States Postal Service website and I got the dimensions so I knew where to install the new mailbox and make sure that it was up to the specifications. Alright, so as you can see here, I've dug the hole, got the post in the ground using the dimensions that I got from the post office website, and I used a fence post digger, but you could use a shovel if you want. There's a fence pole digger right there. Alright, and then we got our brackets on and our stakes in the ground and everything is secure. I bought one of these levels that you can attach to fence post, and I just used it on this mailbox post, and that helps to keep it level, but you could just use a couple of levels and get it right that way. And then in this top part here, make sure that you have this post in the ground in the right direction, because if you turn this rotated, your mailbox is going to be facing the wrong way. Remember to put 2 screws in at each location where the wood meets either a stake or the bracket to keep it secure. Alright, so as you can see here, I went to Home Depot and I bought something to mix some concrete in. And I bought 1 bag. I didn't even need the whole bag. I only mixed about 3/4 of it. So we're going to put this into that hole, and what we're going to do to make sure that we don't have any pockets or air bubbles in the concrete is we're going to use this metal rebar here, but you could use just a piece of scrap wood or something that you have, and we're going to use that to push down the concrete so we make sure we really get it compact and down in that hole and fill it properly. Alright, we got our hole filled here, as you can see. Nice and compacted into that hole, and now we're going to let that dry overnight, then we'll come back and take off all these brackets. Alright, it's been 24 hours and we come out here and we check. Concrete is dried, looks good. So now we'll take off all the wood brackets. This is the fun part because we're almost done. I always wanted to make one of these speedy little videos. So we'll put the top of the mailbox on, I'll show you how to do the last part right after we smooth out the grade here. Kind of backfill that hole a little bit with some dirt. Okay, so we're at the final step, which is to attach these bolts. In order to do that, you will need 2 ratchets. One ratchet you're going to put inside the mailbox, and the other ratchet's going to go on the bottom of the mailbox. Alright, so there it is. You've installed the mailbox. I will leave a link to the manufacturer of the mailbox if you're interested in buying it, but it really is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you install a steel post in the ground, and that was a tricky part about this project, I think. And if you liked this video, then give me a like and subscribe. I'll have a lot more videos coming, so look for more, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again.